Welcome back to the Be Code by Tiffany, where we reclaim our worth, rewrite our stories, and rise into the woman that we were always meant to be. Today we're stepping into the I in the Be Code, and I is for independent. But before we begin, I want to ask you a few deep questions. Have you ever lost yourself in someone else's needs? Or have you ever relied on someone's approval to feel good about yourself? Have you ever stayed because you were afraid of standing on your own? Have you ever believed that you weren't capable of creating a life on your terms? Or have you ever given away your power because you didn't trust your own voice? And the real question, what would your life look like if you trusted your own decisions more than others' opinions? Because independence isn't isolation. Independence is self-ownership. This episode of the Be Code was brought to you by my upcoming book, How to Become a Bitch and Live Happily Ever After. In this book, I reclaim bitch as an acronym. It's not about attitude, it's about freedom. And inside, I take you deeper into each of these 5 pillars, expanding them into a full journey back to yourself. This book is my heart, my story, and the framework that has helped countless women transform their lives. It comes out this year, but you don't have to wait. I created a free Be Code starter guide just for you. 5 pillars, 5 practices, 1 powerful shift, so that you can start stepping into your bold, independent, tenacious, confident, and honest self, which just happens to be the best version of you. It's yours at blossomlifeco.com/Be Code starter guide. Download it today and start living your Be Code. Let's talk about what independence actually is, because people think independence means doing everything alone. I know I did. I thought it meant being tough, never needing anything, never asking for help, never showing emotion. But that's not independence. That sounds like isolation. And here's the truth. Independence isn't, I don't need anyone. And it's not, I don't abandon myself. Independence is emotional sovereignty. It's my worth isn't defined by approval, attention, or validation. It's self-direction. I decide the path of my life, my choices, and my future. It's self-sufficiency. I know how to take care of myself emotionally, financially, mentally, and spiritually. It's healthy interdependence. I can receive help and love without losing myself in the process. It's also power over my decisions. I don't wait for someone else to choose for me. So independence isn't pushing people away. It's not building walls. Independence isn't becoming so self-contained that you forgot what real connection feels like. But independence is knowing who you are, trusting what you think, honoring what you feel, choosing what is right for you, making decisions that align with your highest self. And it's the ability to say, I can stand on my own and I can stand with others, but I will never lose myself again. Independent women don't operate from ego. They operate from clarity. Independent women don't avoid connection. They avoid self-abandonment. Independent women don't want to be rescued. They rescue themselves, emotionally, financially, spiritually, and mentally. Independence is the freedom to create a life aligned with your values, not someone else's expectations. And at its core, independent means this: I choose my life. I choose my voice. I choose my worth. That is independence in its highest form: empowered, grounded, self-guided, and deeply aligned. For so much of my life, I equated independence with strength. If I could handle everything on my own, I believed that I was powerful and maybe even untouchable. I did it all: the house, the kids, the emotions, the planning, oh, and yes, the husband. I carried everyone and everything until I realized that I was also carrying the belief that no one could ever really show up for me. My independence came from fear, not freedom. And that kind of independence does not expand you. It actually hardens you. And it wasn't until I started doing the inner work that I discovered what real independence is. It's not about never needing help. It's about knowing you'll be okay no matter what. It's standing firm in your truth while still having the courage to stay open, soft, and connected. That's the kind of independence that lasts. Let's take a moment together. If you can, so if you're not driving, close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And now I want you to think of an area in your life where you've been holding on too tightly, where you've been overdoing or overgiving. Maybe you've been afraid to ask for help, or maybe you've been trying to control every outcome. And ask yourself, what would it feel like to trust that I don't have to do this alone? And let that question land softly. And then repeat after me, silently or aloud. I release the need to prove my worth through doing. I trust myself completely. I am independent, strong, steady, and open to receive. Now take one more deep breath, and that's your new truth settling in. Now we're going to flip the switch. So I want you to think of one place in your life where you've been waiting for permission, second guessing yourself maybe, or maybe handing your power away. And now say this with me. I release the need for permission. I trust myself. I choose myself. Or maybe I lead myself. So this is your independent switch. So every time you hesitate, shrink, or doubt, I want you to flip it, and I want you to remind yourself that you are the source, you are the authority, and you are more than capable. I really hope that you're not only enjoying this podcast, but that you're actually getting something from it. And my intention for you in this episode is simple, that you stop wearing independence as an armor and start wearing it as your truth. That you remember you don't have to prove your strength anymore. You're already enough, whether someone stands beside you or not. I want you to feel safe in your own skin, to trust yourself so deeply that you never abandon your heart again. Because when you do, independence stops being survival and it becomes self-love in motion. Here are some key takeaways on independence. Independence isn't about doing everything alone like we discussed. It's about not abandoning myself, so I can receive support without losing me. I can trust my decisions because I trust myself, which means my intuition is wiser than my fear. I don't need permission to live the life that I'm meant for because I am my own authority. I can stand on my own, and that doesn't mean that I'm alone. It means I'm grounded, sovereign, and aligned. I don't need to be loved. I stay in my truth and attract what matches it. That is independence with softness. I am capable of creating a life rooted in my own values, which means my life is mine to build. Every time I choose myself, I strengthen my independence, which means self-trust is my foundation. And I want you to know that you're not broken. You don't need fixing. What you need is remembering. Remembering how to tap into your worth, your voice, your power. And that's what we're going to do here together, here on this podcast. Because you are the heroine of your own story. I'm just here to remind you. So I hope you tune in and join me every other week to get your dose of truth, empowerment, and perhaps a gentle nudge to become the woman you were always meant to be.